In this video, I want to show you how you can set up incremental refresh in Power BI from scratch. I'm going to show you how you can do it on a Power BI datasets and also how you can do something similar with your Power BI Dataflows. All of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel where I focus on teaching beginners the wonderful world that is Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So before we jump into the demo, I want to explain what incremental is and what it's really used for. So in one of my previous videos, we covered how to set up scheduled refresh to automatically refresh your Power BI reports. And these scheduled refreshes means that every time your report gets refreshed, it takes all the data from your data source and replaces everything in your Power BI datasets. And in a very small Power BI dataset that we work with, it's okay. But when you have a data source that has a lot of data, you don't want to be pulling all of those data every single time you want to refresh your report. Incremental refresh allows you to keep historical data in your dataset and only refreshing the data that is actually changing. So let me show you how you can set it up in a Power BI dataset. So here we're gonna start from scratch. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna connect to my SQL database in my local server. So we're gonna click SQL Server from here, and the server is called localhost internally. If you hit OK, you'll see that we'll have some options here. So we have the database that we want to use. So we're going to pick one at random. So let's say we want to take the orders table here, just so that we can use it as an example. Let's hit load and let's load it into our dataset. So you'll see now that loads that table, orders table, and we've got some information about orders essentially. And what happens is every time you hit this refresh button, or when you schedule a refresh for this data set, what it does is it pulls all the orders within this orders table from the SQL into this Power BI dataset, which we don't want to do. We want to set up an incremental refresh instead. So let's have a go at that. So let's right click here. If you right click on the table here, you see you have an option to put and use incremental refresh. So let's click there. In this window, there's a warning. It says that we need to set up some parameters for incremental refresh. And specifically, we need to set up two specific parameters. So let me show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. So let's go to Power Query. Let's hit transform data here. And let's add two parameters here. So let's create two. We'll name this one range start and the second one range end. These names need to be exactly like this because this is how the incremental refresh recognizes these parameters. So just make sure that it's named exactly like this. So next is we need to make sure that the type is date time. That's how the incremental refresh recognizes that these are both date time parameters that it can use. And then the current value. Now the current value we can put here. We can say the 1st of January, but it can be anything because it will get overridden by the incremental refresh once it's all up and running. So we'll do again, we'll do next year. So now you've got the parameters set up. We'll hit OK. So now you have these parameters that we can use in our query. The next thing we want to make sure is we want to filter the table that we want to do the incremental refresh on to use these parameters. So in this case, for your tables, you want to be looking for something like modified dates, which is typically what you would use to handle incremental refresh. But in this case, any date time fields will do. So we'll use order date for now. So we'll hit the arrow here and we will do date time filters and equals. So we'll make sure that is after or equal to. We'll select the range start here. And is before range end. That's what we want to have in our filters, right? So if we hit OK, it will filter out everything, but that's normal because my sample dataset is going all the way from 1996. So if you want to see some data here, we can just put the 1996 here. So we'll hit manage parameter and we'll put 1996, and you'll see it gets you that data from 1996 to 2022. Let's hit close and load. So now let's go back and set the incremental refresh again. So right click, incremental refresh, and now we can set up the incremental refresh. The warning is gone. So we want to select the table that we want to apply the incremental refresh on. Select, enable it here, and from here you've got a couple of customization options for your incremental refresh. So the first option is to store rows where column order date is in the last, and you can choose the range here. This is the historical data that you want to keep in your Power BI dataset. So let's say we want to keep the past 30 years of data because we want to cover up to 1996 or even before. The second column here, refresh rows where column order date is in the last. And again, you have the selection of different range values here. This is the part where you can control what your data set or your data refresh covers. So let's say we want to refresh data that is in the last 30 days, right? So what this means is that if there are any rows that have the order date updated in the last 30 days, it will get refreshed from its historical data. So we've got a couple of tick boxes here. Detect data changes. Just make sure that your incremental refresh only refreshes when a new data has been changed or modified. And you can set which date time column you want to set it as. So this would be your our order dates, but you can choose whichever column date time column you want. So the second tick box here, only refresh complete days. Make sure that your incremental refresh only refreshes data where the days are complete. So basically, if you have multiple refreshes in a day, for example, you have multiple refreshes of data today, it won't count today because today is not a complete day yet, and it makes sure that when you're doing reporting, you're only reporting on days that are completed. So you can tick this box too if you want. So once that's done, you just hit apply all and publish it into the service, and that's incremental refresh done for your Power BI dataset. One thing you need to bear in mind is that implementing incremental refresh on your datasets means that you aren't able to download this PBIX file back into your desktop if you want to make changes to it. So it means that if you want to make modifications to this report that does incremental refresh, you need to preserve the Power BI file in your desktop and republish on top of this report onto the service. So let's give it a try. So let's hit publish here. Let's say incremental refresh. I'll publish it in my workspace for now. Let's open this report. So here we have the report, and if we try to download this now, which you normally would have this button here, you'll see that you won't be able to download it, and it's presumably because you have the parameters set up in the dataset to work with the incremental refresh. So just bear that in mind when working with incremental refresh. However, if you want to work with incremental refresh without being hampered by this limitation, you can also apply incremental refresh on your Power BI Dataflows. So if you go into one of my workspaces here, the Northwind workspace, we've already got a Power BI Dataflows already set up here. And I covered how to create and set up a Power BI data flow in another video, so if you want to know how to set it up, check out that video. But basically it acts as its own data source where your datasets can pull data from. And from here you can set up the incremental refresh by clicking the data flow here. You see the tables that you have in the data flow. So here are the tables in the grocery sales data flow. It's only one. You need to make sure that your data flow has at least one column that is a data type of data. That's basically what we're going to use for the incremental refresh. Now the button for the incremental refresh is here. Click here. That will give you the same options as Power BI Desktop. The only difference is that you don't have to set up parameters for this to work. All you need to do is just turn it on. Make sure you have the date time column there. It will show up here if you have one. And then again here you can choose the historical period you want to keep. So let's say we want to keep 3 months worth of data and we want to refresh rows in the past 30 days. Again, we'll check all of these boxes once again and hit save. So now you have incremental refresh set up for your Power BI data flows. So one thing to bear in mind when using incremental refresh in Power BI data flows is that you need to have a workspace that have a premium capacity. However, bear in mind that this limitation only applies to incremental refresh in your Power BI data flows. This means that you can apply incremental refresh to your Power BI datasets without needing a premium. A pro will suffice, which is great. And that's really it for this video. I hope it helped you understand how easy it is to start setting up incremental refresh to your Power BI datasets and data flows. Leave a like on this video if it helped you. It's the best way to let me know that you enjoy this type of content. Get in touch using the social media links that I included in the description box below, and thank you so much for watching, guys. See you again on the next one.